So not so long
date backwards.
So we'll get into this first round, ladies and gentlemen. The second map between Team Spirit and NIP. Let's get into the action. Team Spirit, of course, starting that CT side. This is the pick of the Ninjas as they make their way quickly towards A, across that bridge. Lots of sound cues here. Night is balanced challenge first. Damage inflicted towards Twist, but he's made his way up towards scaffolding. Smoke down to block vision from the CT side. And at this point, what is the final play going to be? They're actually falling back from A, boys. Towards B they go. So they wanted to make the sound cues across the bridge there, the metallic footsteps, and they're going back in towards B. They have a smoke for the Jennies, a Molotov for either the bomb site or quad, I would say the latter. Flash for the site, there's the smoke for the Jennies, bounces off, and it is the Molotov for the quad position. Flash over, 5 Glocks going in, and a chop up. He needs to fall back here. It looks like it is a lot of trouble.
He really hasn't done well just there to find a safe haven. Young, he's bringing the fight to them. He doesn't have support of his team just yet. He doesn't necessarily need it. Damage inflicted. Finish! No, it's not. Legro just moving around. It looked like he was warping with his maneuvers. Now Magix, he won't be able to get around this corner. It'll be Plopsky to find his third of the pistol round to get Vertigo started.
Like that one. Good attack there from NIP. We even tried that ourselves. You go towards A. We have done that before. You run towards A, across the bridge. Chad, that's cool. Does everyone go across the bridge? We get a bit of aggro, take some vision away, make sure they don't have vision of the ramp especially. So he took vision away from the scaffolding and A ramp. Then fall back. It's a very quick transition over towards B. And at that point, the smoke towards Jenny. Flash over, Molotov and quad me. The Glocks and just focus on the bomb site towards that snacks position. And they hit every single shot. I don't know how Lekro survives there for so long, but still, great job, fantastic round. And Plopsky continues his strong form with 3 kills in the round, and they're not slowing down here. Mac 10 makes his way up towards Ali as Twist will have the first encounter here. Takes a little bit of damage, but the grenade will do significantly more. Magix and Itis Balance wounded as they start to fall back.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for Magix to swallow down just to 35. And that Mac 10 even the more deadly. Doesn't matter about your helmet now. That SMG will shred the remaining 35 points of health. Bullets thrown from NIP through those walls. And Magix, look at this. That was a ballsy push, and he's gotten away with it. Gets the frag onto Twists, and it only costs him 15 health.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. Yeah, that's... The fact you would even go for that challenge, considering your low HP, it's audacious to say the very least, but they will have the advantage now. No weapon retrieved, of course. Very vulnerable to the wall bangs here. Magix needs to stay behind that big box to make sure he is covered. So it will be an 8 finish from NIP here. Looks like they're pretty committed. Need to watch out for the flanks as the first smoke is deployed. Magix now at 6 points of health. How is he still going?
Somebody
if he gets another one, that's insane. The Molotov should be able to finish things off for him, though. He just runs into the flames. He wants to deny the extra money for that Mac 10. And we'll see it go down to a 3-on-2. The bomb gets planted, which he probably won't. This is a nightmare. Why are they going for the plant? He was in the open there. Short was not covered, and Chopper, 2 versus 1. Nork on 5 HP, still has a chance in the round as he falls back towards the boost boxes here. 25 seconds, wait for the smoke to go down. They've got a flash as well. Nork, he can get the information here for Plopsky to finish things off.
Yeah, he could even hit him through the box with that low HP. We're looking for Plopsky, though it would have to be the perfect shot. And he gives him just enough time to get the crosshair where it needed to be. 2-0 then, and Team Spirit around that 3K mark.
If you're on the T side right now, if you're Team Spirit, you'd be considering buying into this round. On the CT Forces, though, you can't really justify it. You're going to have to take an eco at this stage. A couple of P250s, and unfortunately for them, means NIP probably have a clean sweep here of Mac 10s, and we'll just stabilize their cash going forward. We'll see no armor, nothing really to report on the CT side. So B-Rush and these sort of rounds, that sort of thing's fine when you know they've got absolutely nothing. But what kind of stack have we got here? It's Team Spirit sending 5 players towards A. Makes sense, and whether the bit of a few kills is yet to be seen. Chad, you talked about this before. What was the term you called it for sending someone in to get all the money and information?
Oh, money man.
Money man. Okay, this is going to be Twist this time. And he's spotted everyone. He's like, boys, might want to go B. This is not looking good.
And now he gets to play a very fun version of Deathmatch. It's more like zombie survival. 5 unarmored CTs around the corner. He's going to do his very best to find more than 2. Teammates to do the rest, and Lekro will be the secondary money man. Spray into the dome of Mir will be finished off by his comrades, and that's the end of that. NIP, they concede a lot of damage, but of course converted, it is not so much of an issue.
So we were discussing when we saw Godsent play that they were throwing that A-ramp smoke.
Yeah.
I think we just saw a similar thing come out there from NIP.
So, the one they bounce off the wall on the left to take vision away and potentially get closer to scaffolding quickly.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if that's something that they're going to keep as a mainstay on their T side here. I know against Australis they did have a bunch of B hits in their strat book as well.
This is always the most fascinating round in these sort of games when you know that they force ball in the second, they won't have absolutely everything. But it's actually a reasonable buy here from Team Spirit. You can see they have got the orb with armor, and there's only one Mac 10 out there, so the lack of helmets won't be a massive deal considering there's 4 Kriegs in the mix as well. Smoke down towards scaffolding will hold NIP at bay for now. Molotovs deployed as well as they fire off speculative shots. And we have got to push towards B. Who's watching this part of the map? No one, from what I can see on the NIP side of things. We're going to see Plopsky try and plug the holes here, but he might be a little bit too late. They've got themselves in those great positions I talked about before. CT's pushing towards B. There's so many great spots to hold, but that's not one of them.
He's going to assume that no one's made it through to spawn because Sam Young was watching that. Oh, wait.
Is he, Chad? Looks like
aware.
he's absolutely fine.
How?
That's sick. Well played. What an amazing play that is. Didn't get the kill, but has the awareness to recover the bomb. He's on 7 and 0. Kept it in a 5-on-4. Really quite fantastic stuff here. Looks to be an A finish as well as Team Spirit. They have no idea what to do with this. They're trying to re-coordinate back towards middle, potentially. Magix will have an incendiary. Could throw that towards Ali. They are going to start boosting in towards A there. Very powerful boost there. Idis Balance hasn't put on the best show so far, but maybe this is a chance to shine.
Smoke looked perfect to stop. Completely obscure his view. Mir yet to frag as well. This time on short. Nork just elevates himself enough. That's Mir filling the feed. 2 in quick succession. Now Magic's... he's fluffed his lines and Plopsky's not going to let that happen. Not going to let that slip. 1v1. Nork solo. And he's actually choosing to hold it. That should be the end. That's Choppers to take. Will be Team Spirit's first. Close. But no cigar for Nip.
I thought there was going to be a fake plan attempt there coming in from Nork, but not to be the case. Gets that bomb down, gives them an extra $800 per player going to the next round. But well done, especially from Mir. Completely blind from what I could see with those 2 M4 kills towards short. It's 3 from Chopper in total, though. He clutches out on the 1 versus 1. Nork can't close the deal this time.
And I want to show you how much more of a hero he was here. He's rotating over right now before this execute comes in. I'm using the overview right now from Skybox, and a smoke is going to get thrown from his position here. So we're going to play this out. Watch this smoke that gets thrown. It's in the air right now, and you're going to see it land right here towards the front of the ramp. That means now, as NIP are executing onto the bomb site, this whole smoke has been thrown on in. They can't just run on in and plant. They have to worry about it. So Chopper not only winning the round with the kill, he won it with that smoke as well. So good stuff.
That is cool.
The color-coded smokes is just such a quality of life improvement for everybody.
Yeah, it's always that thing before. It's like, okay, is that a T-smoke? It doesn't really make sense if it was, but it could be, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
That was always a nightmare. But still, there was an opening kill available there for an IP. The cone eluding them, though. Plopsky unable to convert it. No damage inflicted to the CTs, but Rez certainly received some. Down at 33. Molotov towards the toolbox, and Samdar Young will be waiting to aggress towards middle. He's got the MP9, backed up by the M4 here. It's a lovely little setup towards middle, but not a massive point of contention for the T side, mainly focusing towards the A pushes here. It's exactly what they're doing in round number 5 as they head up towards short and the A ramp itself. CTs don't have much there in terms of sandbags position, but once again, focusing 2 players towards short. You don't see this too often, to be honest with you. Orp will normally be on that back wall. Idis Balance, it feels like he's got a perfect lineup. Rez with the first, and Idis Balance now with a pistol. Probably survives this one. Good play.
That's perfect. He's going to be able to throw out the smoke as well, and already NIP, they've lost the advantage they came into this round with. Balance will get enticed back to the site and will be boosted up. Actually, this is the Team Spirit go-to, just as the smokes fade. Is he ready for 2 to his left, though? That's Mir's job. Desperately throwing bullets in. They're actually trying to get this bomb down. Twist draws the fire enough, but Lekro will not be let off the site. And now Plopsky, what can you possibly do? It's a 1v4. 2 flashbangs to the CTs as well, and he has to get a multi-kill instantly here.
The thing coming through, there was a slight chance he could maybe pull that one off, but they'd have to challenge him 1 by 1. Luckily for Team Spirit, they challenged together and managed to keep 3 players alive as well, recovering those 2 Kriegs. Chopper with 3 kills once again, by the way. Another massive performance for him in the retake towards the A bomb site. And we go into round number 6 here. Bomb planted. We'll see if there's enough for NIP to actually buy going forward as we get into it. Here's the Reaper of Idis Balance, bringing out that pistol after legging the first player. Excellent work, and it is going to be a Deagle setup for NIP here. Not too much to report. Deagle armor, a few basic smokes. Just go for a B play, smoke either side of the aircon units, I suppose, or just stick to their guns and play towards that B side of the map. It looks to be the former. Flash towards the B steps in, really pops again for the 1D. Not quite the 1D. Almost got the kill. Rez will trade it, indeed. And at this point, Samdar Young might want to be quite careful. 2 players there. Rez, though, good chance to find his next frag.
Yeah, I didn't quite manage to find it though, just into the boots! A second chance and a second, this time connect. Will be sent back by the incendiary, but they keep this one relatively competitive. He's got a lineup that I'm about to steal. No, I'm not, thanks Rush. And so a 3v3 does land up just on towards those bomb boxes. Makes it hard to hold the line from Quad. Lecro, he's managed to get himself boosted up on towards CT spawn. I'm not sure Disbalance is going to be anticipating something like this. He is, however, about to make a very big sound cue. Disbalance friction burns on his mouse pad when he hears that one.
Oh my goodness.
Look at them both, just instantly react. He didn't choose to unscope, and now he has the advantage because he can creep and crawl, and he saw the blue line appear. Their vision may have missed the cross.
They seem to be approaching it with conviction still. I think they're going to get him in the back just about. They spotted the barrel now, so he will be taken care of. That's Lecro removed, but they're actually planting the other side of the map, I believe. So here we go then. Twist and indeed Rez actually coming up the A ramp. So we'll see whether they can actually break through here. Looks like it's under lock and key for Team Spirit. I don't see a way that they can break through and get this bomb planted.
Very good shot from Disbalance, just playing it safe from the back. And so 3-3, keeping it once again a full back and forth affair. The same it was on Mirage. 10-5 half, but they fought back with a 9-6 of their own. Spirit to see the full 30 rounds of play. Love the second shot from Rez here. Just bang.
A lot of B presence there from Team Spirit. They were certainly anticipating a change of approach there from NIP. It's the US Air Force tactical timeout here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be seeing that from NIP, the first of the map so far. 4 available to them after losing in the previous round and a couple before that. They found themselves with a full buy here as they'll be bringing out the Kriegs, the AK-47s. They don't have enough of the AWP. You won't see too much of that, I suppose, on Vertigo T side, but it definitely is viable towards that A ramp, depending on how the balance situation goes, whether he wants to be taking fights towards scaffolding or the back wall, that is. So Threat will be joining in right now. So I can imagine that NIP, they're not on boot camp, right? Because we saw Rez from his bedroom from what I saw. Same story for Team Spirit. So you want to be using these timeouts, I suppose, to calm everyone down, chat to them. As Nork will be the final player to purchase here. He's got enough for an AK and basic utility as well. Not quite enough for the Molotov as we get into round 7.
What's in store for us? Another early fight. Look at him go. Nork straight out. 1 tick of damage. Down just enough for the sound cue.
So you can see these smokes here. That is definitely one that's being thrown out there from NIP to give them a little bit of an opportunity to aggress a little bit further without having to fully commit. And over towards B, by getting control of this area, what that's going to do is force the CTs to either drop a lot of utility or have to respect that they could be posted up. So they've been able to get map control in both areas of the map right now, but it appears that maybe they've been watching Rush's pro tips because they want to go for a bit of a retake. Chopper edging forward, will get spotted on out. Now he thinks better of it. Well, underarm and nade. It's not going to...
Bit too much spin on that one.
Yeah. Might have said e-ball.
Bit of a Yorker. We'll see what happens as we get into the 1 minute territory here. Disbalance again, aggressive with his orb towards the alley position. It makes me anxious playing here. If you miss one shot, you are done for. Throws a smoke, that could be the cue for Rez to swing. It is, and he does a lot of damage, but can't quite find a kill. Go for the wallbang to finish things off. Disbalance aware of it. Holds behind the big box, and still trying to negate these bullets. Absolutely fine for now. Twist will find that first kill though on Magix.
Now, while the smoke stands, Mir is in a very powerful position because this is something that you really will be punished for if you hold it dry, but around the edge of the smoke, there's no way their crosshairs looking for him.
He's got the silence M4 as well. This could be enough, but apparently not. Great shot from Twist. Plopsky takes a lot of damage there, but overall, 5 versus 3. NIP looking to bounce back. That's a nice push. Good timing here from NIP. He's got a save now. Disbalance trying to make the round expensive if possible, but if anything, just costing himself valuable cash going forward. You can see how low it is as well. I'm not sure why they weren't saving straight away there. Mir, no money. Same story for Magic. Disbalance, he might be able to save this orb, but it's not looking likely, but he has found some space, making his way back towards CD spawn. And the good news for him is, at least, NIP don't really have the funds to really go for a full-on manhunt here, but they know how valuable this orb is. He is stuck in CT spawn, and Twist should have him, but the orb looks poised, and it nails it.
He's doing well here. Just sitting towards CT spawn. He didn't want to try for any extravagant gymnastics, and it's because he didn't know where they could be coming from. Now, anticipating Rez's push through B, and oh my god, I think he gets another one here. Oh no, just one quickly check in middle. Timing does not favor him. Did well to find 2, but it was all Twist and Rez. Between the two of them, 5 frags and another round on the board. We'll see it from Twist's POV. That first frag just straight through the smoke. Magix goes down. That was after Disbalance took a boatload of damage, and then reacting to Mir's off angle. Really lovely work.
So just to know, on some of these gun rounds right here, Spirit are starting off with 2 players to defend a B rush, 2 players over there stopping towards A, and 1 guy caretaking middle. So right now, they have opted for something a little bit different. 1 guy caretaking over towards the A bomb site, 3 aggressive.
He dies very prematurely in the round. His friend's gone with him as well. Chopper falling to Rez's Krieg on the wrap around. This looks like a all said and done round. Wow. Way back in, perhaps, from Disbalance.
Absolutely true. He is the shining light for Team Spirit at this stage, finding kill after kill, but he is low. 16 points of health to be fair, and we'll see him holding towards middle for now. The B bomb site has got a couple of players ready and waiting. There's smoke as well. That's where the P250 will be waiting for Mir. We'll see if it's going to be pre-fired. It absolutely is. He doesn't even get a look into the round, as it looks like NIP have got this bomb site under their control. Sitting in towards the smoke, Norg just waiting for any encroaching CTs, but Magic and Disbalance better off to saving the orb at this stage.
With that position, it's quite easy to line up the pre-fire, because even if the smoke is covering the individual, the box is still very clear on where the corner is. So
it's the height of it alone, right?
So that right there was a nice find, and making things a little bit easier for NIP now, as they are going to get the 5th round on the board. If Magix can upgrade this to anything or even find a kill, that's not a bad way to end this round.
Yeah, again, NIP would like to take the orb away from Disbalance. Funds aren't really there to send everyone out on the hunt. Magic's not going to be gifted anything by the looks of things here. They'll exit through the B steps and make sure everything's very calm, very efficient, and everyone will survive. 5-3 now on their T side. We did mention coming into this one, the Vertigo is considered to be a T-sided affair in the current stage of the game. It's the pre-fire from Norg. As Chad said, pretty standard pre-fire. You can see he was turning around. First bullet, to be fair, was straight on his head. Not bad.
That works out well.
But they save the orb, but they just don't have the funds to do much with it. They cannot invest into this. They have to take a full eco with $2,000 there.
Wouldn't write Magix and Disbalance completely out of the script. Let's see what they've got for us. An aggressive B stance from Disbalance. I like that. They can stack instead towards A. Now he can just quickly, oh, excuse me, they're stacked behind him.
I'm sorry, I see what he's doing there. He's fired off the shot, even though he wasn't even fully blind. Just to say, I'm at B right now, and he should hightail it towards either middle or A. That would be the most ideal situation. Where did Magix just go down? That was towards A ramp. Okay. So Disbalance still has a shout in the round. He's shown presence towards B, but you can see him now in middle. Doesn't matter though. Apparently,
that's both guns.
That's Rez's bread and butter. As Mir will pull one back, they know exactly where the orb is. Smoke down towards the CT side. 4-on-3, but NIP still want to focus towards middle. This could be dangerous.
It really could, especially if he catches this boosted up player in the form of Norg. Good flash, but it's only USPs, and some Youngs has done enough. If he gets away with this one, Mir perhaps could catch a glimpse of someone crossing B.
But they know both players are towards middle of this stage. B's open. The only chance they've got to win this now is if Mir somehow vaults out of the window, hits their no-scope, and denies the plan. Not going to happen. Twist will find him, and it's going to be round. This is going to be Samdai Young now with the Krieg, no armor, no nades, and probably just wanting to save the T-sided rifle. And what she will do. All the way towards spawn.
So do you guys play it with E or mouse one?
It depends. E's slightly faster, right? Like you can like
pulls the bomb up for you.
Yeah, like I try and use E if I can, but muscle memory dictates I use mouse one most of the time. But if I'm really having a good day, I'll use E.
You're dabbling in E.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I always get thrown the bomb, whatever happens. It seems whenever we play.
Well, not when we play.
Whenever I'm playing with Rush, especially.
Rush, you got anything to say about this?
Come on now, what?
The bomb always seems to be on my back. I say I'm not the orb, guys. I'm going to do what I can.
All right, well. The thing is, Henry,
I'm just going to get a kill over here. Just take the bomb.
I try to drop the bomb to people I know who aren't going to see any action for a long time. I like to get in there. Chad and I, especially on Vertigo, we're doing a lot of crazy stuff. It's high impact, high speed, you know, so you can hold the bomb, you can do whatever.
I mean, I feel like I've been the bomb guy for a while now. I have to pick it up and throw it near bridge. I've learned that's my rule.
Whatever you do, just don't leave it in T-spawn. Otherwise, there's going to be an atmosphere in the room.
It gets a bit French.
Yeah, it does. It gets very French in the room. But either way, there it is. NIP, after losing 3 rounds, will be back on the field. It was 3 in a row, bear in mind.
Have we been keeping count of auto snipers? Because Henry Greer did
say
that it was
I said the year of the auto sniper, not the week.
Well, look, the year is already kicked off.
It has, that's true. I can't deny that.
He's got a point.
That's true. We are in a year.
The year has begun. He's got us there.
But honestly, I feel like there's going to be one tournament, one team just does it on a map, and it's going to start becoming a thing slowly. I think. I'm happy to put my reputation on the line here.
All right.
And you know I don't do that lightly, Chad.
No.
It's usually pretty calculated. Twist does walk straight into the site. Magic's actually finding multi-kill with the FAMAS. That's a rare sight in the kill feed. Mir can finish what he starts. Chance onto Plopsky, but not necessarily a guarantee yet for the CT side. They really want damage control here in round 10. Seal the gap. 7 on the cards for Nip as the bomb goes down.
3 on 2, though. No utility on the T side, but the old position here, Plopsky, it's pre-fired, and it's very common these days. I haven't seen big plays from this spot in a while. We'll see if he can make it work as he does wait for the smokes to go down. Flash is coming through, makes things incredibly difficult here. The pre-fire is there. Chopper will find him. Nork, another common position. The incendiary comes through. Almost no chance of winning. Good effort, I'll say that much, but a very efficient retake there. Aware of all the little tips and tricks available in the A site in the 3 on 2.
He's getting the rotation. He's getting it.
It's a perfect landing almost there.
Perfect. Straight leg landing.
Is he going to stick it?
The diving competition of Vertigo is perfect.
The judges now presenting their cards as a 10. Unanimous.
Now I've got some 41 in too deep in my head. Do you remember the diving competition?
Yeah, I do remember that.
The faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling. Okay, sorry about that.
Keep going.
Yeah. When bending over backwards to relate.
420. That's
fine. Alarm off and ready to go. Round 11. 6-4 the score.
Do we have an intervention about his alarm now and get him to turn off permanently?
He's got 3 different alarms.
Well, the amount of times we're going to be on air at this time is almost every second day.
Alternating days, it's going to be going off.
I don't know why it goes over 420, just to make sure we know it's like kind of the mid-stage of
Exactly,
the day.
It makes me take note of the day, like what's happened so far?
Yeah, exactly.
Have I been productive? Have I woken up? You know, if I haven't, it's a nice backup. Like, Alex, you're gross, it's 4 p.m.
Start doing something with your life.
Please, you human slug.
AWP now. Itis balance, no armor.
That's a very good angle that he's kind of taken up here because Twist continues to dry walk up this ramp, and this is an off angle that he won't be clearing as part of this. They might actually overlook this.
Potentially. Lecro's head presents itself. Gosh, it's not an easy shot to hit. You get
really
the tip of the head.
Oh, they've got it. Lovely execution here. Textbook stuff from NIP.
It's on him.
Vaults up on top of the bomb site here. And he's showing us what he's capable of with that Krieg, and that should be it. Surely he wouldn't even attempt its retake. Just grab the AWP and try and get out of there. It's even available to them. We will see the Krieg recover. There's the AWP. And back they go. It doesn't get much better than that, Chad, to be honest with you. You don't take any damage. You've managed to get the bomb down, 2 kills, and they have to save. That's pretty much as good as a round's ever going to get.
Thank you, Mr. Lecro.
Yeah.
Mr. In-game leader.
Kind of reminiscent of what G2 were doing those sort of rounds. You'll see Hunter vault up on those bomb side boxes once he got the execution in, and he never seems to miss a shot in that sort of position. So always cool to see when it works out.
Was the smoker by design like a T-smoke for him to kind of push into and play over, or is this just simply, an outcome of this?
Wall, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's not particularly deep. It's more a byproduct of their standard take on that side, because most teams are throwing that jump smoke from the sandbag position that we can see on the screen right here that covers off the left-hand side of the bomb site, and you can quite easily throw the one for the right side from the ramp.
Perfect smoke for that kind of fight, though. Look at that.
The thing is, if you had somebody maybe paying attention and waiting for that jump up, which, look, that's not going to happen every single time, right? Then you can probably have a 50-50 duel with him there. But if he gets over the top and people aren't aware, they're setting up for a retake, they're discussing what they're going to do, not expecting people to push the smokes, because I've already spoken about NIP being quite passive, you know, doing the fundamentals, then you're not ready for those kind of plays. So Lecro with a nice little bit of flair right there.
Very deep smoke down ramp. Look at that one fly. That's going to give them complete control of ramp. I say complete. There is a little gap for Rez to keep his Krieg sights set upon. Magix will tuck himself into the close corner, and a boost to make it even more promising. Will gobble up the flashbang, and he's white for approximately 2 seconds there. The incendiary as well. They're coordinating this so well, but still NIP thrive. It looked like they did everything right. A deep smoke, a molly into 2 on the boost. And still the advantage is NIP.
This is a great-looking NIP. They've got the full package right now. The talent, the coordination, the theory, the homework down, and a map pool that seems to be increasing as well. This could be a dangerous team in 2020. As we see Plopsky now get all the information he needs to confirm the round. That's going to be Chopper removed, and now just poor old Sumdai Young. He'll be on the other side of the map, unfortunately, as the bomb gets planted. Very convincing round once again. We talked about an idyllic performance before with no kills being given away, the perfect A execution. This time finishing up towards B. Same results, no one going down, taking a little bit more damage, I suppose, but still pretty much spot on.
I'm just trying to think of some solutions here that Team Spirit can go for, because every time that they've tried something aggressive over towards this A ramp, other than when iDisbalance had the AWP over in the alley position, they seem to have get beaten around a bit, right? The Magic's been picked off quite a few times by Twist. I know once was through a smoke, once was actually just an equal duel on the ramp, but the fights in that transition aren't working. So it's going to be very difficult to come up with something here on the fly of a way to retake the ramp. You know, let them have it, we'll flash, we'll smoke here. That's going to be a more difficult thing to create right now. So if you are Team Spirit, maybe the aggressive play that we just saw there, you try it in other areas of the map and see if you can find an opening pick. Because right now, when they're sitting back, they're losing the rounds. When they're going aggressive, they're getting picked on off. At least I would like them to go for a fight as opposed to having to save in a 3-on-5 situation round after round. So
you want to see more of the round before, even though it didn't work out?
Because I think once it gets scrappy, that's when their individuals can maybe start to capitalize, right? If they can force 1 or 2 trades and make it a 3v3 in the mid round, at that point, maybe they can capitalize on something, because here, NIP look a lot cleaner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one of those rounds where Team Spirit don't have much to say. Just the pistols being brought out. Someday Young and Chopper will invest in some Kevlar. Bit of a coordinated push towards A. If you're just joining us, it's the second map here, and we've got Team Spirit versus NIP. This is the pick of the Ninjas, considering themselves to be one of the best in the world on this map right now. Putting up a convincing case here against Team Spirit. Lovely round from NIP once again. They've had 2 flawless rounds back-to-back. This one won't be quite as clean, but it looks like the job is done, at least for now. It's going to be Chopper that gets a nice little frag towards the end there, but it's going to be 9-4 overall. That was the eco for Team Spirit. And in terms of other games coming up today as well, we obviously have NIP Spirit now, then Godsent Astralis coming up next, and the piping hot match of the day is going to be Vitality versus ENCE. Not Fnatic, as some people said, but here we are. How do you feel about that?
Look, man, I'd like to issue a formal apology. People have probably changed their schedules, cancelled events, and they've probably cleared their whole schedule for the Fnatic Vitality game I promised at the start of the show.
It might be coming soon, who knows? But for that, yeah, the whole game of the day is going to be Vitality versus ENCE. It's the final one. As we get into this round, Nork will go down quickly. And finally, a bit of good news. Maybe it won't last for too long here, as Plopsky is just dealing with them in
this
true
is a
style.
Buy, correct?
Yeah, and Mia's gone as well. It's a nightmare. That's B open and probably round done. He smoked them out. Nice little right-hand smoke as well. Block all the vision towards the window, and you wouldn't even attempt this, surely. You've got no one on that side of the map. The bomb's down at T-spawn, to be fair. They've done the old classic.
They need rounds. They need to have a shot. They may as... Like, I know that it doesn't look good, but at least it's a situation where it's potentially winnable.
I don't know. I feel like the fact that you just know you can't even get through the choke points, they could be pushed up in spawn. Like, you've got so much to do to even get close to this. The fact it's taken so long for the bomb to go down, there's definitely an argument to be made. It could be done, but Lekro towards middle, I just don't know how they get into this. I have no idea.
Chad, you stare at the map more often than I do. Are those fancy arrows for the transition between the lower level and the upper level new? Because I love them.
They're not new. The map was missing a couple of details. Vlad was a little bit slow on updating it. Reddit had to remind him twice.
Oh my goodness.
But yes, those arrows are color coordinated. I do
T entrances kind of thing.
Yeah, so you can see on the map right now as they're transitioning, as Rez will transition into the lower section, you'll see him appear on the map on the bottom right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Bing. It's like a teleport.
Yeah.
A portal.
Like we're playing Quake or Diabotical. I had to go, by the way, guys.
You had to go?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I was playing...
Were you ever into arena games?
Yeah, I played very, very lightly some Quake Live, like just because I was, playing the Quake engine on COD 4 at the time. But yeah, Jesus Christ. So, the arena shooters that have been sitting, gathering dust, doing their day jobs, they pump. They are ninjas.
That's what kind of killed Quake towards the end of it, because the only people playing it left were just the hardcore veterans, and you just couldn't get into the game. It's such a difficult learning curve and that, so hopefully that's a cool game.
New maps. I mean, I guess half the advantage is gone that it is a new terrain for everyone. Everyone's learning at the same pace, but nice shots from Disbalance. This time an advantage for Spirit and a necessary one. They want to try and stave off the 11th T round, and all through the smoke. Nork, no issues.
Every time they get an opening pick, it's just answered back so quickly. Couldn't fall back there off the B step. Someday Young's had a nightmare here in the first half. 4 and 11 for him towards that B side of the map. To be fair, they've mainly been focusing towards A, so he's been caught in a lot of rotation, so not like he's been having necessarily a bad individual performance, just very unfortunate. As they will finish up towards B here, but looks things. Contact play. What's waiting for them on the other side? It's going to be Chopper, who does have an Incendiary and an HE. The Incendiary will be thrown first. As soon as he sees anyone, he'll drop the Incendiary at the top of the stairs and just try and buy time for rotation. As you can see him just checking for pixel gaps. As soon as he spots anyone, deploy the Incendiary. Here it comes. Right there, just to buy some time.
And it's actually burning Nork. Yeah, it forces the smoke out of them, but they do advance anyway. Chopper, oh, he's burning his toes, down to 4 HP as a bullet traces him through the smoke as well. Does eventually get shut down, and now disadvantage again through the smoke. Could Nip just give us a second? The CT's desperately trying to find a way back into the site and disbalance despite being caught. I thought he hit it. It was Mir, and Magix has found another. Suddenly this take looks very promising. Nork running out of options.
He's got the bomb line up though. Nork knows he doesn't have to find multiple kills here. He just needs to do damage and deny that bomb being defused. He's giving up his position though. The fact he had the lineup there, I would have preferred him to wait for the defuse to come in and maybe go for a big spam.
Then like strafe off the stairs, disappear.
It was still a bit of a fantasy for him to win that round. Very well done from Team Spiro. Not the best half, but it has at least put some wind in their sails going into the second, picking up round number 15 there. We are going to take a break. We're going to catch our breath, and hopefully Team Spirit will as well. And they can put up a better showing and take us to a third map. Do not go anywhere.
Cause a crisis, man, I'm a scientist. With the music I spice things up to my liking. Man, I want nice things, nice things. That's not an AK, it's a Uzi. I pull up and shoot it to movie. I'm chasing the bag, not a coochie. Cut ties with the fake, now it's Gucci. Word of my niggas from the 021. You count 6 shots and I count 2 guns. Some people still think I rap just for fun, but soon they look up to me just like the sun. Yeah, you can come over here. Swear it's like no career. Swear you got no idea. Soon you have no career. Take a good look in the mirror. They need to know that I'm here. Don't you act like it ain't clear. Yeah, push start, ayy. Ball so hard, ayy. Raise the bar, ayy. Turn into a star, ayy. Play my part, yeah. I ain't too far. I do it big. I keep it large, okay. Live it up. This is fake, better give it up. Young, but I feel like I've seen enough. Numbers going up, better keep it up. Ain't slowing down, better live it up. About too hard, ayy. What about too hard? Ayy. What about too hard? Ayy. About too hard.
Don't you know I'm a bad little mama? I got moves like Madonna. Don't tell me cause I move when I'm gonna. I'm not afraid to lose, I am a prima donna. Don't you see I'm a winner, I'm a queen. I cause no scene if you work with me. Don't stop me cause I fight when I wanna. I'm not afraid to lose, I am a prima donna.
Step out as a motivator. Let them know that the weight's up. That's how we know when we level up. Hey, that's how we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. All we know is ball to empty out the mouth. The chosen one they call, I take my fan with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking codes. But your credibility and all fall like dominoes. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Stepping in, elevator. Listen to all the haters. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah.
He's got easy in his name, and it's easy for him in game. Rez at 13-9, coming into our second map, and of course his teammate Plopsky was leading the way on our first map, Mirage.
Again, yeah, he was looking so good on Mirage and Vertigo.
True,
Plopsky had his moments in this series, and it's 10-5 a half, and hopefully he keeps it up here, because Plopsky has 13 and so does Rez. So both the young guns there really leading the charge. We've got Lekro at the bottom with 8, so it suggests that everyone's kind of contributing and having a good effort so far. Not so much for Team Spirit. They're going to have a rough second half here, but they do move over to the favored T side here. I would say they need the pistol victory, considering they're a map down and also double digits for their opposition. We'll see what kind of buy will come through as we get into the second second half now.
Just to give one last little stat line on that first half, Magic's had a rough time over towards that A bomb site. He died to Rez in opening duels 3 times. So, sorry, to Twist 3 times. So he had an easy time walking up that A ramp, finding some picks. Those odds are not looking good by any means, Alex.
No, GG Vet thinking it's GG. It's a big investment coming into a pistol round. You choose to invest $400 to clear out sandbags.
At this point, you'd want to hope to be all in on A if you're going to do that, if you're going to clear that position out and really invest that much.
They've just got one smoke, I'd assume, just to plant within it. We'll see if that's the case. So
it's a retake. Who would have thunk?
Yeah, so they're going to plant in that smoke, just get it down and faking it to kick things off. Just
do you get to see your smokes here, Chad, maybe?
They baited out nades with that. That is fantastic work right there. But yes, I'd say we would see these smokes come on through right now.
I think you might be right. So if you missed it, Chad has pointed out 2 retake smokes from NIP here that land in front of the ramp. They'll go for the defuse. Twist has a kit, so this is the retake, and they need a couple of kills first. Where are those smokes coming in? They have been deployed. In they go, and this is where the retake really begins at this stage. Throw the smokes, Chad, spot on.
DOS, and 3 frags as well. It's looking fantastic. A double kill. Look at Chopper. He's staring at a grey wall, and Bleak, as he fires bullets into the smoke wildly. He's doing damage, but it will be the 11th for NIP.
Is the check in the mail, or do I get paid yet?
That's enough. I think now you can send your invoice.
Pretty cool.
It's good when, you know, you do a little bit of pre-game analysis and you show something that actually happens in game. It kind of validates my
exactly how you broke it down.
In fact, I don't know if the production can, but the Telestray is still loaded up. You can actually show exactly his drawing of the smokes that just happened.
Yeah, it's still on the screen right now.
Can we load that? Can you hear us? You can't do that. Okay.
It's not possible right now.
Scientists are working on that technology.
Impossible.
Look, we're working on a lot of things in the world right now. When we get the Telestrator, that's next on the list.
Or screenshot or something. Let's keep that.
It's a piece of history.
It's artwork right there.
But a force spy will come out from Spirit off the back of that plant.
Last time we saw this boost, it was from the Ninjas on their T side, and the CTs had a lot of protocols to deal with it. It's very popular as the deep smokes thrown by CTs. You can, of course, get that nice vantage point with a teammate's help. You can see how cautious Twist is being with his steps. Even in elevator, if you make those steps, they will be able to communicate rotates. Chopper will be able to hear the steps of anyone above him.
Let's just do this for a second. Let's sit here as quiet as possible.
Okay.
So that the viewer at home can really see what the players, just for 10 seconds or so, are working with you. This is what they hear, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a whole lot more tense.
Good thing from Lecro. Is it going to be enough then? Remember, this is the force spy. Team Spirit gave the pistol up, but the bomb planted enables him to get 3 Galils and 1 Krieg. You can go 2 Kriegs, 1 Galil, but this one's got a bit more bite to it, a bit more utility, and apparently a bit more damage. It's going to be the first kill for Magic here. 3 players towards middle. Juicy grenade makes its way through, but I don't think it does a whole lot of damage to multiple players. The Krieg certainly does, though. Rez with the flank. They're going to be boosting as well, so he can actually get 3 kills potentially. He hasn't got the ideal weapon for the job. Might just want to get out of here. If he can survive, he still gets 3. That's remarkable. Excellent work there from Rez, and it could be enough to win the round. There's only 7 seconds remaining. Idis balance. He has no chance to plant. The round's over, and it's all down to Rez. I don't know how he managed to get the 3rd kill. Just brilliant scenes from him.
The fact that he knows his only chance is to hit a clean headshot with the FAMAS on the 2nd. He just crouches after this. So watch this. First shot, lovely. Just gets the kill, but now he adjusts. He sees some Young moving, crouches, and he just takes the headshot angle. The 3rd is just a crispy cherry on top.
That's beamy for you.
He's beaming.
Here you go, guys. Our scientists work a little bit quick here. Here is the pre-game diagram.
That's exactly what Chad was expecting is what happened in the pistol, and it worked to perfect effect as well. We are going to get into the next round. It should be an eco here for the Team Spirit. They've got Deagles. No armor, no nades, but still a chance, I suppose, with Desert Eagles. There's always going to be something to be said about them. Those grenades will not be connecting, but it does push them back somewhat. Magic's trying to find the 1 Deag, but at this point, NIP don't have to work too hard. They've got the MP9s up close, and with unarmored opposition in front of them, should be making light work of them.
Curious here to see if Team Spirit go with the same what we've been seeing out of most teams. Just going for that cookie cutter, let's just get a ramp control, go for standard executes, bleed out the trades, and then hope that they have to play retake. Or if they have something a little bit different, because I think that there are other avenues of this map that haven't been completely explored on a consistent basis just yet. Middle is one that once you can take control of, you know, you molly off those sandbags, you get those deep smokes in. get control of that and then have a player lurk late when you go for a site execute, or even try and do a mid to A, mid to B split, they're a lot harder to deal with because you're not playing against it all the time. So your contingencies, the way that you deal with it, becomes more difficult.
Well, I mean, we saw a great example of that actually in the God Sent Vitality game, where we saw I believe it was Makalele often, as well as the new player Maiden, they were taking control of middle often. I mean, and what we saw, the outcome of that was CTs having to acknowledge it, and we're seeing a lot of a looser A hold because they had to be worried about elevator flank.
You need a few more resources over towards that middle area to deal with it on a lockdown if you actually want to contest for control. So that means you are weakening your A and your B bomb sites. Right now, NIP will get control of the B lobby.
Absolutely massive round here for Spirit. Give this one up, call it done. They just won't have the resources going forward to bring this game back in their favor. For now, though, bit of mid-control, which is fine to give out. The CTs don't necessarily need that. It's not a bomb site. They can just be aware of the CT spawn. Transition, of course, the window access towards B as well. Popsky's put himself in a prime spot to get that first kill. Lovely shot to back it up as well. Dropped the smoke to escape. Just wants to maintain that advantage at this point. We did say some of the Youngs had a rough game so far, 5 and 15, as they make their way towards A.
He's having his sugar crash, maybe.
That's true. I forgot about that. Good point. So, Ida's balance coming in here. They need to find a couple of quick shots of this Krieg. There's no strategy behind this one. Just brute force, hope for the best, walk in, and for now, not really working out.
So just a battering ram to the NIP door. Seems rather reinforced, and actually, Rez, he still catches a glimpse of the tippy top of Chopper's quiff. It's enough to bring him down to 6. 30 seconds, yeah, it's not going to be pretty.
They've still got 2 smokes of the plant, which is fine, but Chopper's so low, and the incendiary's being deployed at 25 seconds here, so when the smokes come in, that's when they're dropping them as well. This is a nightmare. Perfect.
Lovely.
Perfect incendiary. That's sick.
That's an easy lineup as well, in the middle of the box. Put that one in your pocket.
Like, just when you know they're coming in, you deny the plant. That's awesome.
I think the key thing with NIP on this map is what we've seen throughout is the attention to detail, right? Is the fact that they don't look like they're playing the newest map added to the pool. They look like they've spent a lot of time learning the details for the positions. They've got all the geeky smokes and flashes that you have to spend hours and hours learning and perfecting, and they have that down. And they're playing this in a pretty standard way, right? They're not doing anything crazy. They just have really tightened up those details. I
mean, if anyone was looking to expand their Vertigo game, watching some NIP demos of the most recent 2020 gameplay would be a great place to start.
Yeah, I think so. Especially the CT side, the retake mentality across the board. You'd see most teams play like 3 or 4 within the A-bomb side, just trying to battle those smokes. They're happy to let them actually have A-ramp control most of the time, get a kill, fall right back, bait them in to go for a plant, then dump utility on them. Very impressive. And as I mentioned, if you give that round up, you're in a lot of trouble. They have invested into the game with Galil's, a Krieg, and unfortunately for them, they've offered a few of those up themselves. The Krieg's is doing all the damage here as we find ourselves in a 4 versus 1 now. Just Magic's remaining. Normally is at this point, and we'll see him just hoping to find a couple of kills. It won't have any knock-on effect. The money's strong, and at this stage, the bomb is down.
If I was building a perfect Vertigo CT side right now, at this very date, I'd take a lot of the NIP retakes, and I'd throw in the Astralis / 100 Thieves aggressive A-ramp protocols. Yes. You throw those together, that's a very intimidating,
I'd
unpredictable.
throw some Fnatic mid-aggression there as
well.
the
flusher stuff.
Yeah, I'd have a bit of that, and then you've got a nice little array of strategy, I'd say. But either way, this could be the final round. I dare say it is. The Galil does enable T-sides to have rifles going into these sort of situations. See 5 Galils of utility. The Galil now costs $1,800. Used to cost $2 grand. And we'll see the first couple of kills come in for Twist. Looks like all said and done here, as NIP didn't really give up much at all here on Vertigo. It's looking very likely to be a 16-5 finish as we get another kill here for Twist. 3 in the round, looking for the ace here, as that's going to take his total up to 17. He's not at the top, though. The race to the very top is currently being led by Rez on 18, but you've got Lekro 17, Twist 17, Popsky 17, as Twist continues to find kill after kill. Still on for the ace. Not going to find it, though, by the looks of things. Rez is going to steal it away from him, Alex.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 for Twists in the final round, delivering alongside his comrades. It's a team effort, though. NIP, keep this name in mind. I have a sneaking suspicion that Group A may be continued to shake by the Swedes. We may see a surprise at the tippy top of the scores, quite deep into their run in the round robin.